11th class, we are continuing chapter number 2, that is the structure of atom. Today we will talk about electromagnetic wave given by Maxwell Planck. Before we go to the electromagnetic wave, we should understand why we are talking about it. If we want to study atom, we need to know about the waves. Most common waves is coming in our life, that is light. Light we are considering as a wave. So every wave has two properties. One is interference and second is diffraction. In physics you will get the detail of all this. But in chemistry, at least we should know that what is electromagnetic wave. And all the light have transverse wave. Transverse wave means they are moving like this. According to situation, perpendicularly they are going on their path. If I am talking about wave, I am knowing right now that they are consisting of two fields. One is electrical field, another is magnetical field. Because of applying of these two fields, we are talking about electromagnetic wave. Both the property, electrical property and magnetical property are perpendicular to each other. If electrical property is going in this way, the magnetic property will go in the downside like this. If it is happening in this way, then they will come in this way. Like this, they will cover up perpendicularly. So, if we want to understand electromagnetic wave, we need to understand three things. First is the wavelength of light, second is the amplitude, and third is the frequency. No doubt velocity also, but first we will talk about amplitude. In case of amplitude, we should know that the wave is moving in a two portion. The highest size is known as crest and the lowest one is known as throw. Crest and throw, they are forming. Distance between maximum crest or maximum throw. Distance between maximum crest and maximum throw denoted by A is amplitude. Distance between maximum crest and maximum throw is amplitude of that particular wavelength. That is known as amplitude. Distance between crest maximum and throw maximum. Wavelength, distance between two successive crest or two successive throw. Distance between two successive crest and two successive throws is known as wavelength, represented by lambda. Represented by lambda. So the definition of wavelength will be distance between two successive crest or throw is called wavelength, that is lambda. Its unit may be in angstrom, may be in meter, may be in centimeter. Maximum we are using in meter or centimeter. Then the third property is the frequency. The third property, the definition of amplitude is also there. The height of the crest or the depth of the throw is called amplitude, represented by A. The height of the crest and the height of the crest or amplitude. The height of the crest and the depth of the throw is known as amplitude. Clear? So, these two definitions of wavelength and crest. Now we are coming in frequency. What is frequency? Frequency is always represented by mu. Its unit is hertz. And as we are listening any radio station or all, then we came to know that from Akashvani, this and this hertz, the wavelength is coming, that is electromagnetic wave. So the number of wave which pass across a fixed point. Number of waves. Suppose it is a fixed point, and how many number of waves are crossing this fixed point within a second is known as frequency. The number of waves which is crossing or passing through a definite point within a second is known as frequency of that particular wave. We are talking about light, so you can say this is the frequency of light. Clear? So first we talk about amplitude, the maximum distance between crest and throw. Okay, maximum depth and maximum height is known as amplitude. The distance between two successive crest and cone is known as wavelength. A number of waves passing from a particular point within a second is known as frequency. So this three thing is very important. Now if light is traveling, definitely travels in vacuum also, and they are propagating in vacuum also. So when we are counting the speed of light when they are moving in vacuum, that always comes 3 into 10 to the power 8, which is actually the velocity of light also. So if I am knowing the electromagnetic wave speed, that is also the speed of light, is represented by c. Nu is a frequency, lambda is a wavelength. So velocity of light is equal to frequency into wavelength. Velocity of light is equal to frequency into wavelength. If I want to know about frequency, or I want to calculate frequency, I will do nu bar. Nu is equal to c by lambda. Nu is equal to c by lambda. If I want, and after it we will come to the next one. Now I am talking about another definition. First we talk about wavelength, then we talk about frequency, amplitude. Now we are talking about velocity. The distance traveled by a wave in a second is called velocity. The distance traveled by any wave in a second is called velocity, represented by c. Somewhere you will get v also, but in case of light we are using c. In electromagnetic wave we use c. So the distance traveled by any light within a second is known as its velocity. So now we are knowing about wavelength, frequency, amplitude and velocity. The next definition, which is very required for you, is wave number. The number of waves present in length between 1 centimeter, length of 1 centimeter in the direction of propagation of any wave. The number of waves present in the direction of propagation of any wave within a 1 centimeter is known as wave number, represented by nu bar, and nu bar is equal to 1 by lambda. Is represented by nu bar, and nu bar is equal to 1 by lambda always. The last one is periods of wave. Periods of wave is defined as the time required in a second to complete the one wave. The time required in a second to complete one wave is known as periods of wave. Okay, so these are the basic about electromagnetic waves. This wavelength, frequency, velocity, amplitude, wave number, and this will be used to calculate the numerical, and so many formula will be there that I will teach you later after. But today we are knowing about electromagnetic wave, which is very important. So please read it, watch my video again and again, twice and thrice, then you will understand chemistry, and then try to make notes. I came to know that some persons or some students are unable to understand chemistry video. Chemistry is not at all an easy subject. I am sending definitely very beautiful video after teaching you in board, and then I am sending. So please keep concentrate by understanding the video once, twice and thrice. Then you try to make notes. Then you will understand chemistry. If you will feel that once we will watch and we will understand, it is next to impossible. You have to watch twice and thrice. Definitely in class whenever we teach, we repeat once, twice, then you understand. So obviously you have to watch video twice, thrice, then you will understand. Okay, thank you.